I wonder, you've been out in LA for a lot of this, past 2 years.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
LA and New York have been two of the most locked down, masked up, closed up cities. And how has that been affecting you guys? How have you been navigating that?
We have navigated it really well, but can I tell you something before I do this? Dog's got to go. So can you put him on that side and maybe see if he can enjoy the patio? I mean, it's unbelievable. He's awfully sweet, but yeah. Okay. Okay. We have navigated this. I have to say, we're the lucky ones. And I did a lot of, I did a lot of things there to talking to people, whether it was schools or principals or school superintendents, as well as, I spoke to a lot of people in the UK as well, using sort of the ways of MindUP and how we kind of manage our emotions and breathe and really focus on how to de-stress ourselves with this sense of the unknown. Personally, we did pretty well. There are so many people that were not, so it was always a kind of an apology, which is, I've got it really great. I have a garden outside. I have a nice house. There's a lot of things that I enjoyed, to tell you the truth, having to stay home. I didn't have to get on a plane. I fly around a lot. So I was, basically somebody put my feet to the ground, and it was this COVID. We were all frightened. We washed everything. All of our groceries stayed outside for 24 hours. I mean, we did all of these very extreme measures because we were afraid that this particular virus was on everything, absolutely everything. Anything you touched, it did. Wiping down all of our doorknobs, not knowing who was at the front door. On the other hand, what that did do for me, and I think for quite a few people, it had an effect in a positive way. And I think a lot of it is because of the anxiety, because of the workload that happens through in your life. And something happened to everyone that said, I can stay home now. Mm-hmm. I can be with my family now. I can connect to the things that matter the most. And in some ways, that's what happened to me, is that rat race of running, doing, having to, leave, go to New York, go to Europe, go to London, a lot of things that I did because of work and the program, and a lot of things I did because I didn't want to miss out on anything. And then other things that had to do with a different sort of work. So I put my suitcase away. I went outside in my backyard and I watched everything clear up. I watched the sky get bluer. I didn't hear any noise. I didn't have traffic. I didn't hear airplanes. And then I started looking at all the things that were clearing up, like not just the air, but rivers that had been polluted for years. And I was looking at my rivers in India, actually, because I spend a lot of time there, and they were getting clean again. And I thought, how much of us as human beings actually are creating where we are today? All the things we could not be doing. However, we've got, in the industry, commerce, there's all kinds of things that have to run. But I realized how much we matter as humans, what we do, how we behave, how we think, how we sleep. So there was a level of stress on one level for me that I didn't have. I cooked more. I spent time with my son. It was precious time. I was, it's one of those things that you think, oh my God, this is so scary. But sometimes when you have to go inside, there are some blessings in that.
Well, you've been mindful of family and connections your whole life. I mean, one of the things that's extraordinary about you is you have, you and Kurt together have 4 kids, and 3 out of 4 of them are pretty famous and very successful in Hollywood, on camera and behind the camera. And they all seem pretty normal. I mean, that's what's so weird about you, right? It's like, well, I was going to ask, so how did you manage that? But I think I know. You prioritize them. You found a way to actually spend time with your own children.
Yeah, we do. And one of the reasons is that at number one, Kurt, like me, I mean, we're just family people, and nothing will take that away. Okay. So if we have an opportunity to be together, we are. In fact, Wyatt just finally moved right in the neighborhood. I mean, we're so excited. We're all together. So it's really a special unit that we have. We can drop everybody's house. We can be together. All the children can be together. I mean, right now, okay, I have Oliver and the family. They're living with us. Why? Because they're fixing their floors and they're doing stuff. And so they've come over here for a few months to live. It's just, we're just a couple miles away from each other. But I look at it and I'm thinking, if we don't value what we've got, our family is everything, then they're not going to flourish. I mean, so you say, okay, these are normal people. But my father was the one that said to me, go, I want you to look out at that ocean. I want you to stand out there. And I want you to know how small you are. I want you to know that you're basically a part of the whole. And that's important. But if you get too big for your britches, just remember who you are. So there was a reality in my life that was always about what the truth was. It wasn't what some highfalutin dream was. And so I think the basics of being together, the sense that we are always focused on each other for the greater good, that to me could bring children in the world and create a better world.